All right, we are back with another College Confessions edition of Your Relationship Sucks! Exclamation point. I think another exclamation point. I think I missed it on the last one. Doesn't matter. We got it there, or we got one saved in the bank. Either way, uh, very excited about this. Love College Confessions. Obviously, my favorite thing in the whole world. Still standing. Still in my boyhood. Uh, Game room, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. My sanctuary. So I'm feeling at home. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling youthful. I'm feeling college age. Uh, and so I'm ready to get into this. Again, for people who don't know, this is totally new to me. I haven't heard any of this. The audience hasn't heard any of this. This is all off the cuff, all off the top of my head. Everything is completely new. So this is raw reaction. Unlike what you get from other people, this is actual raw reaction. Just whatever I'm feeling is what's happening. So you got something good for us today. Let's get into initial impressions.
I sure do.
What do you got?
I, a 21-year-old male, am suspecting that my girlfriend, an 18-year-old female, has found a sugar daddy. What do I do? Question mark.
Make more money, bro. I don't know. Make more money. That's it. That's it. I mean, that's it. This kid's got to make more money. He needs more cash. I mean, it's obvious, but like, that's it. There's no other, like, there's literally no other way there's no other possible way that this thing's going to play out. I'm telling you right now, this kid just needs to make more money.
Okay. The details. My girlfriend has always talked to me about the things she wants to save up for. Pretty pricey things such as a Nintendo Switch, iPad Pro, etc. But the thing is, she's currently jobless and admitted to not having a lot of money.
I don't buy any of those things. Not that I'm above it. I'm not in the market for those things. What kind of price range are we talking here? Is that like, is that thousands of dollars that she needs? Is that like hundreds of dollars? What's the situation here?
I don't know how much a Nintendo Switch is because I've never used a Nintendo Switch in my life. Okay. But an iPad Pro, I would say that's like a computer. So that's like $1,000. That can be $1,000, okay. Like $900. Okay. If you get the larger one, you're looking at, it can be like $1,500 for like the iPad. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get the best one. Right. Okay. I would honestly, I don't know. I don't think Nintendo Switches are that expensive, but
no, I get it. All right, no, I'm saying that. Yeah, I get it. She needs a couple grand. I'm with you.
My speculation began when she told me a week ago that someone had bought her a new phone off her Amazon wish list and didn't specify who had sent it to her. My first thought was, who the heck would spend $1,200 on a new phone for her? And then I started to think about how if it was sent to her by family or someone else close to her as a present, she wouldn't have seemed to be so reluctant to tell me who had bought it. Normally, when someone receives an expensive present, wouldn't they say something like, oh, my aunt bought me this new phone the other day, or am I overthinking it? A day or two later, I FaceTimed her and she told me how much she wanted to play Animal Crossing on the Switch and how she'll finally be able to play it. I realized it was a subtle hint that someone had gotten her a Nintendo Switch plus the game that she really wanted. At this point, I just couldn't understand how she was getting these new devices when she's jobless and never saves her money. After thinking about it for a few hours, I became insanely terrified of what my girlfriend could have done to receive these gifts. What if she is sending them nudes? Maybe she's sexting, or some kind of service that I probably wouldn't be okay with, question. I know that there are heaps of weird people out there on the internet that spoil women with gifts in exchange for entertainment, most of the time it being sexual. Because of this possibility, I've been contemplating whether or not I should ask her about how she is receiving these gifts. I'm definitely not okay with her sending nudes or literally anything that involves her doing anything sexual. And it really pains me to think this is a possibility that it's happening. Even if it isn't anything NSFW that she's trading for these gifts. I don't know how I feel about her having a sugar daddy. I also have zero idea on how to confront her on this issue. What would you do if you were in this situation?
Well, I mean, this guy very obviously knows how he feels if she has a sugar daddy. Like, it's very obvious. This is somebody who's trying to sort of seem open-minded, but he's like, the sexual thing I can't do, but maybe if there was something, bro, it's all sexual. I don't know what to tell you. Like, yes, she's probably exchanging sexual something for, you know, whatever it is that she's buying. Now, you know, he's also kind of bagging. I mean, he's just straight up bagging on these other dudes, right? He's like, you know, whatever, those weirdos or creeps, or I don't know, whatever. I think he said weirdos that are buying these things. You know, look, I'm personally not somebody who will do that, but that's mostly because I'm cheap. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, I don't want to buy anything anyway. So, like, I'm not going to try and buy something for somebody else off of their wish list when there's plenty of free nudity that I can find. But I know there's a lot of people who want that, like, more personal connection or whatever. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't think they're necessarily weird. I think that's the way the world is going. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's happening. That's where it's going. That's what people are getting into. Like, people are into sort of that personalization, stuff like that, like making it micro, taking it down to like an amateur level, making it feel more real, right? So it's not like you're looking at a porn star or something like that, where it's like this is someone who just seems unobtainable. Just the idea of them seems unattainable. Whereas now you're like getting with you're connecting with, you know, this amateur who looks more like a real person, right? Talks and moves and communicates more like a real human being, as opposed to just something you see on a screen, right? So for him to be like, they're weirdos or whatever, you know what? Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. All right. How about that? How about go fuck yourself? You know what I mean? Like, don't judge somebody else for their sexual proclivities. Like, just don't do it. I hate when people do that. Like, people are into whatever they're into. If it gets you off to buy somebody some shit, like, good for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not for me, but
yeah, I had friends who literally had sugar daddies and they did zero sexual things. Like, they never 100%. Even met them. It was literally just someone who wanted that, like, gave them a couple $100, like, you know, $1,000 a month. They bought things with them, but they wanted to see them with, like, the pictures of things. But it wasn't even like lingerie or, you know, something like that. It was like they'd buy them like a purse, but they'd want to see like them in the like wearing the purse, you know, like that's all it was, which is weird. But
all right, I take back what I just said. That's fucking weird. That doesn't make any sense. Like, that's fucking banana sandwich. That's fucking weird. That's straight up weird. Like, fuck. I mean, still, fuck this guy for like saying what he said, because he was specifically talking about the sex thing. But what you just said, those people are fucking weirdos. Okay, if you're sending people thousands of dollars per month, at the very least thousands of dollars cumulatively per year, and all you want is some fully clothed pictures of them in purses, go to the fucking website of the store and look at the models there. I don't know. Like, that shit's not that hard. You know what I mean? Like, fucking check out the hashtag on Instagram or something and just look at real people doing that shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that shit. I'm not, no. You are a fucking, you're an asshole if you're sending girls, boys, whoever, you're sending these people thousands of dollars a year and you're like, hey, I just want to see these new shoes on you. You know what? Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. That's no. I'm not with those people. So what I just said about the sexual thing, I'm with you, except for that particular sexual, because those dudes are still jerking off to those pictures, right? Like, your friends aren't sending those pictures, and those guys are just like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to touch myself.
Yeah, I think they're like, what they're getting off on is more of like providing for someone. Like, they're the person, they feel powerful in some way.
Yeah,
like,
and those dudes are fucking weird.
Like, yeah.
Okay? So those dudes are fucking weird. That's the,
so
I'm
what
okay.
You're saying is he should hope that his girlfriend is actually doing something sexual because she's interacting with less of a weirdo.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I got off topic there. I'm just saying those people are fucking weird. So, like, my whole sexual proclivity thing, like, don't judge other people. I'm saying, like, you can judge those people. You don't judge anybody else. But if that's your thing, like, if that's your thing, no, fuck you. You suck as a person. I'm judging you 100%. Like, I'm not with that. That's fucking.
I'm not judging
ridiculous.
you. If someone wants to send me $1,000 a month, and I'll just have to send them the pictures of the items that I bought, I'm all for that. So let me know. I am not above that. I don't think it's weird. I just want to let everyone know that.
That's fine. I mean, you can get down with creeps and weirdos. That's cool. I'm gonna be over here with normal people, not being fucking preyed on by a bunch of fucking goblins who just want to see you with this new fucking, let me see your fucking wrist with this new charm bracelet I bought you. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Like, what the fuck?
I don't want a charm bracelet, but yeah.
You don't know. This dude's sending you money. He's going to tell you what to buy. Like, he could literally say anything. He could be like, hey, get this lip gloss, but don't put it on just hold it between your second and third fingers on your right hand and send me a picture of that. Like, that's what he might say to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's a thing that might happen. And you are saying that you want to get down, you want to associate yourself with those types of people. I'm saying, fuck that guy, fuck those types of people. I don't want to be associated with them. You know, but that's just me.
I am saying that if someone wants to buy me a diamond tennis bracelet, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, I get it. Like, you're into creeps and weirdos. It's fine. Look, as far as this kid, okay, number one, your girlfriend is 18 years old, okay? She's 18. She's definitely has a sugar daddy. Like, that's a fact, okay? People aren't just buying things. Like, I'll be 100% honest with you. Like, I don't shop on Amazon I buy things, but, like, I'm not always on Amazon. So I literally didn't even know that, like, I only knew that Amazon wish lists were for, like, sex workers. Like, that's part of something, that's like a new thing. I literally didn't even realize that, like, normal people could have them. I'll be 100% honest with you. So, like, as soon as he's, like, he was like.
You thought Amazon wish lists were, like, a sex worker thing?
Yeah, no, they're huge with sex workers. Like, that's a thing that happens. Like, with sex workers, they're like, it's exactly what this guy's saying. Like, buy stuff off my thing, and I'll send you nudes, and, like, we'll do the stuff. Like, that's a thing. That's part of how they get compensated, right? And so, because I had that association,
my association is teachers have Amazon wish lists and the people buy them things they need for their classroom.
They don't make much money.
That's my association.
Look, if a teacher wants a Nintendo Switch, I mean, she's probably got to fuck for it. You know what I mean? Like, she's probably not out there. She doesn't have a lot of extra money to spend.
Nintendo Switch, but okay.
You don't know.
I see this. It makes sense. I don't know.
See, that's the thing. The second that he was like, hey, she's got an Amazon wish list, I was like, your girl is definitely fucking someone. You know what I mean? Like, she's fucking
a lot of people that age have, like, Amazon wish lists.
Right. But again, now this is news to me. That's what I'm saying. Look, this is live. This is my reaction. This is raw shit. Like, I'm bringing it to you. This is the truth.
I'm learning a lot too. I didn't know
this
that.
This is the actual truth.
We obviously associate with different types of people.
Right, 100%. 100%. And so, like, so the second he said that, I was like, oh, she's definitely banging. Like, she's banging somebody 100%. Like, that's a fact. That's just a fact. But look, here's my thing. Like, this is the thing that's never really made much sense to me, okay? And this is just my personal thing. And everybody can have their own personal shit, and if you feel different, like, that's totally fine. But, like, I've never had a problem with somebody who was like, like somebody I was dating or somebody I was seeing where they were like, hey, I'm gonna, I have potentially can do some sort of nude compensation for nude photos or videos or any of those things. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, I dated a girl one time who, like, she got recruited to a strip club, and it was like, the dude was kind of shady when he was doing it, like, the dude was obviously creepy, but what are you gonna get? Like, he's a strip club recruiter. Like, obviously he was a little shady. He was actually kind of slick the way he did it. Honestly, he was pretty slick. He was like, she was working at like a Hooters type situation, and he just rolled in, and he'd come in every day, every couple of days or whatever, and he'd talk to the girls and he'd do that shit or whatever. And then he started chatting her up, and he was like, oh, why don't you come work, for us or whatever? And she was like, well, I'm not really a stripper, and he's like, oh, no, you don't have to be, you can be a waitress, you can be a waitress, you don't have to strip. And look, if you want to get up, you can, but you don't have to strip, but you're just a waitress, whatever. And I was like, oh, this guy definitely, it was pretty slick. I was like, all right, I get it. Like, good for you, man. That's a good pitch. Yeah, 100%. Like, it was a good pitch. I was like, all right, I respect the pitch. But she asked me about it, right? She asked me, she was like, hey, how do you feel about this? Like, are you okay if I go do this? Because it was way more money. It was going to be way more money for her. And, I was like, yeah, it's your life. Like, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Like, it is what it is. It's like, I just, I'm going to ask you not to fuck anybody there. But other than that, like, whatever. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? But, like, that's the thing. Like, this dude is like, he's like, I don't want other people to see my girlfriend naked, right? Why not? You know what I mean? Like, why not? I don't know. That's the part. Again, that comes down to personal preference, right? So if you're not cool with that, he's like, well, should I ask her or whatever? Yeah, you definitely should be asking her these fucking questions, dude, because you're not comfortable with what she's doing. You don't know what she's doing. You're obviously not comfortable not knowing. And so you definitely need to ask her, like, you need to communicate with this girl and say, like, how are you getting this? Like, did you get a job or did somebody else buy this for you? Are you exchanging something for them? Because I need to know, because it's about me being comfortable in this relationship. Be a fucking adult, dude. You're 21 years old. If you're 21 years old and you're afraid to ask your fucking girlfriend if she fucks other dudes for money, like, that's insane. That's insane. Honestly, that's fucking insane to me. Like, so for somebody to say, like, hey, I don't want to know if this other person, if like this girl that I am literally sticking in my body inside of, is also letting other people stick their bodies inside of her. And that's fucking insane to me. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you not ask that question? You know what I mean? Like, start with that question. That's what you should do. Like, go, like this guy, usually I'd be like, hey man, kind of ease into it, whatever. No, go to 10, bro. Go to 10 because that's your worst nightmare. So start there. Start there because best case scenario is that she's gonna actually, the more likely scenario is she's gonna be like, no, I'm not fucking him. I'm just sending him nudes. You know what I mean? And that's gonna feel way better for you. So if you kind of convince yourself like, hey, I think she's having sex with guys, so I need to ask her. So so you ask her, you sit her down, you say, hey, like, how'd you get this? Whatever, like, are you having sex with other people and they're buying you these things? And she'll be like, no, I just send like, personalized videos or whatever. You're gonna feel way better, I'm telling you right now. But that's what you need to do. You need to ask her. I don't understand. Like, he's not asking. How do you not? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Like, how do you not understand? You're 21 years old and you can't ask if she's fucking other people? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's a safety issue. You know what I mean? Or a health, I don't know, whatever people say, right? Like, whatever that bullshit is. Like,
I think if you want to
couch it like that. You can even couch it like that. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, I get it. Like, I don't, I mean, like, that is the thing you should be concerned about and all that stuff or whatever. And that's like, it's kind of a decent excuse to use to like actually ask her. But like, it's fucking insane to me that you don't have the balls to look at her and be like, hey, are there other penises inside you on a regular basis? Like he's not asking her that. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know.
I think I was kind of reading through some of the comments on this one, and his comment was that is just what it makes me chuckle to hear what you just said, because I'm quite proud to say that our relationship was built on strong communication and being able to compromise at times when it's necessary.
No,
it's really ironic that this is so hard to bring up because I really love her a lot and cannot imagine hearing what I'm speculating is in fact the truth. When I'm in a good headspace, I'll talk to her about it and update you guys.
What? Why, dude? You're never gonna be in a good. See, that's fucking dumb. You're never gonna be in a good headspace, bro. Until you ask this question, there are going the amount of dicks in your girlfriend's vagina inside your own head are going to multiply. Like, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you're not going to get to a good headspace until you ask this question. That's what I'm trying to convey.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally like, now it's 1. Tomorrow it's going to be 2, then it's going to be 4. I mean, this shit is exponential. He's going to be like, you're fucking the whole East Coast or wherever these people are. Like, you're fucking everybody. And she's going to be like, what are you talking about? There's one guy that I send fucking feet pictures to or something like that. And he's going to have blown this shit out of proportion. But you can't, don't wait until you're in a good headspace.
Feet pictures are even on the table for him. It seems like they may not be.
No, this guy obviously like nothing is on the table.
It's just this is a guy. Some dude on here on the comments was like, "Ask for a PS5." Yeah, it's like,
100%.
Why aren't you getting in on this? Another comment which I really enjoyed was, ask her what she's up to and like let her know the house keeps 30%.
Yeah, like this guy. I mean, this doesn't make any sense. Like this dude. I mean, this guy is just sitting here like just being an idiot, thinking that this shit's gonna get better. Meanwhile, his girlfriend is out there fucking whatever Daisy does Dallasing her way all the way across his state, and he's like, oh, but don't worry, like whatever. But we got strong communication, and we got all. No, you don't, dude. You don't have shit. You don't have a goddamn thing other than a fucking, fucking just ghoul in your fucking head that's just whispering your girlfriend is getting slammed right now, just constantly. Like that's what he's hearing. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, like that's what a 21-year-old guy
hears. If he doesn't bring it up,
he's
just going to create a situation with her that's so high stress that she's going to break up with him because he'd be like, this guy's fuking insane.
Well, no. She's going to break up with him because he's fucking poor and he's not buying her anything on Amazon. Like she's into that. So now she's going to break up with him for that. Like that's a fact. Yeah. This isn't going to end well for him.
She can't be a cam girl anymore, then he's out. Then she's done
this
with him.
This is not going to end well for him. Like I'm not like, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here telling you like, hey dude, communicate with your girlfriend and everything's going to be fine. I'm telling you like, communicate with your girlfriend, learn the truth, and then decide what you want to do. Because I know what the answer is, and she's going to be like, look, if you're not buying me shit, then I'm out because there's obviously plenty of plenty of weirdos out here in fucking cyberspace that are willing to do it, and I don't have to put up with them being fucking pussies about it. You know what I mean? So like that, I'm telling you, she's 18. Like she's not in this forever. Like it's not, especially not if you're doing it the way you're doing it. You know, like she's like, dude, she hasn't experienced the world, and all of a sudden, boom, she's 18, and everybody's just handing her shit. Of course, she's gonna be into that. You know? So no, I mean, she's getting.
I think that's one of my biggest
100%.
regrets is I really didn't capitalize on being 18 as much as I could have.
Oh, 100%. Look, if I was like an 18-year-old girl right now, like you wouldn't believe how many naked pictures of me you would see. Like that, I mean, just everywhere. Like I would just be fucking everywhere. Because that shit's easy. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, like whatever people want to say, like say whatever you want. You know what I mean? But there are dudes who will just hand pretty girls money. Okay, like that's just a thing that happens. And if you are a pretty girl or a pretty guy, I'm assuming it's big too, but I don't know that as much. I wasn't handsome enough to do that. But if you are a young 18-year-old, you know, and you're looking for some income, I'm telling you right now, there are people out there who will give you money for literally nothing but pictures of you. And that requires nothing else. Just you take some pictures, have a little less clothes on than you normally do, send it directly to them as opposed to giving it out on Instagram or something, and they will give you money. So yeah, I fully support her doing that. You know what I mean? And this isn't even like a sex workers thing or whatever. Like that's not this topic. I'm saying like she can get money for doing basically nothing. Like yeah, 100%. And if I was 18 and I was a pretty girl, I would 1000% be doing the same. Even if I was an ugly girl, I'd still be doing the same thing, 100%. But it's easier if you're attractive. Like that's just the facts of life, you know. But no, this girl's gonna break up with this guy because he's too fucking poor. Like, bro, you're 21. You know, she's gonna look at some dude who's making like 50 grand a year. She'd be like, oh, well, he's buying me stuff, you know. And I'm like, well, he's actually broke, but whatever. I mean, good for you. You know, do your thing. You know, and once she figures that out, you know, whatever. But this is a girl who's gonna climb up that chain, you know, because now she got a taste of it. And I'm telling you, once you start getting free shit, like it's hard to be like, hey, you know what? I don't want free shit anymore. Like free shit's pretty cool, you know. So yeah. I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't know. I think we did it though.
I think we did.
I think we did it. We helped him out. I hope this guy breaks up with his prostitute girlfriend, I guess. I don't know. Is that an acceptable term? I honestly don't know. Are you still allowed to be called a prostitute?
I don't know. I don't know.
A sex worker, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever you are, like I hope he breaks up with her because he's not gonna be able to handle it. I hope for her sake that he breaks up with her because he's not gonna be mature enough about it to do anything. But there you have it. That's another college confession right there. That's why I love college confessions. They don't make any sense. This is fantastic. This is my favorite things in the world. Thank you everybody for listening. If you have questions that you want answered, you can email us at what's the email?
Oh, I looked up. This is just random. I forgot I was gonna work this in. I looked up a Nintendo Switch is only like $300. So that's a weird example to use.
Then she's just jerking them off. Then like she's not fucking them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a weird example to use. Like I honestly thought he was gonna go with like more like expensive items.
She's only 18 though. She doesn't know yet. She doesn't know. Like she has, I'm telling you, like the shit's gonna get more expensive. The shit she asked for is gonna get more expensive. I'm telling you right now.
That's true.
Like you start small and then you go, oh, well, hey, like I can do it. You know what I mean? Like people are actually buying this. Oh, hey, I wonder if they'll buy this. And then you just keep, boom, all of a sudden she's gonna get a house in like 4 years. I'm telling you, that's how shit's gonna happen. Whatever. I don't know. Anyways, what's the email they can email us at? What's the email?
It is info.yourrelationshipsucks@gmail.com.
All right, so you can hit us up there. You can hit us up for T-shirts if you want. You know, if you want to purchase a T-shirt, you know, we the Karma Cancer T-shirt, the I Got Dentist T-shirt. You can hit us up. Same email. You know, we can figure that out as well. If you're listening on the podcast, we appreciate it. You know, please rate, review, subscribe, all that stuff. If you're on YouTube, you know, please subscribe and all that. And if you find us on YouTube, please just as a nightly part of your routine, you know, hit that fucking playlist, whatever. Just start playing our videos. Turn the volume down. Just leave it down, whatever. But just play that shit all the way through the night. You know, leave your computer in a different room. You know, just turn it on. Whatever. It'll be cool. We appreciate it. You know, otherwise, yeah, I think we did it, and we will see everybody next time.